At the end of the 2nd century, the later Han Dynasty was approaching its end. It was a time of war, beginning with a popular uprising known as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. It was during this time that one provincial governor came to prominence. His name was Dong Zhuo. Opposing Dong Zhuo's tyrannical, heavy-handed regime, the governors formed an alliance and moved to overthrow him. Though they all burned with ambition, Cao Cao alone turned his thoughts to the future that awaited them at the end of this battle.
We must stop Dong Zhuo at any cost. But even then, I fear that the strength of the Imperial throne will not return. We must beware of despots. Who knows where the next one will come from, and if it won't be someone from among us.
That's really of no concern. It's not a rare thing. Even you have plans to further yourself while we're at war.
How dare you! I am insulted! As the head of the noble Yuan family, I've a duty to support the Imperial throne.
Now I understand. Your point is that with nobility comes a great need for loyalties.
Yes. You are exactly right.
I must find my answers. I will seek them in this battle. He is somewhere out there, the hero with whom I will always be at war. Look at that!
It's Lu Bu!
Anyone who get in my way will die! There are stronger foes inside Hulao Gate. My ambition cannot be stopped.
Well fought, my friends. We have achieved victory.
I seek the future. None shall stop.
As if there was the slightest doubt that we'd win. What troubles you, cousin?
This, Shahodun. There are problems. Things will not go as easily as I had hoped they would. First, there is Yuan Shao, who proved his worth by fulfilling his role as leader of our coalition. Sun Jian, proven to be one of the best warriors in the land. And finally, there's that one, young Liu Bei. He's beginning to draw people to him.
That's true, all right. Who cares? Does that make you falter from the path you chose?
No, of course not. But it tells us that I am going to have to build up my strength to forge my path.
We all knew that from the start, cousin.
The governors succeeded in deposing Dong Zhuo, and each soon began plotting to take power for themselves. Cao Cao took the emperor into custody to keep him out of political matters, and set up Xu Chang as his base, intent on steadily strengthening his position there. Yuan Shao, governor of Ji province to the north, was disturbed by this development. he sent forces against Cao Cao in a bid for dominion over the north, and beyond that, all of China. These two former allies would battle it out at Guandu.
Are you certain? Cousin? You once called Yuan Shao a dear friend. Do you still intend to fight with him?
That seems to bother you. Does it, Shahudun?
My feelings aren't important. I've always done my duty in battle, you know that. Preparations are almost finished. I would ask you to say a word to these men who fight for me.
You knew this day would come, Yuan Shao. It is my destiny to travel far beyond the broken remains of a dying empire that has already been spurned by heaven. And so I stand against those relics, cling to the dying past.
Leave things the way they are supposed to be, don't you, Cao Cao?
To think that there would be one who could surpass my might.
Not for you, the Yuans would have shined.
My ambition cannot be stopped. Farewell, Yuan Shao. I will continue my path of conquest. I will never forget you. I seek the beauty. None shall stop me.
Cao Cao tore through Yuan Shao, bringing all of northern China into his grasp. Afterwards, he took a position as prime minister, proceeding south, and even seized Jing province. It was at about this time that Cao Cao's influence came to prominence over the other great generals. Under the circumstances, Cao Cao had to be mindful of Sun Quan, master of Wu, who had built a strong foundation at Jiangdong. Seizing a powerful naval force at Jing province, Cao Cao advanced toward Chibi, intent on bringing down Wu.
It is almost time. We approach the final battle.
Concerning Wu and Liu Bei, their armies are much too small to concern me. We must be wary, however, of their cunning.
Oh my. Could those be the words of the man who controls this majestic fleet? Or are you someone else?
Pride can lead one astray, Zhang He. The ships don't go to battle. It is the ones who are in command. It all depends on their skill. Even the beauty that you seek requires men to color the scene as if they were background in your painting. Is it not?
You are right. But of course. Ah, in battle I am a paragon of beauty like no other. Watch and bear witness. My grace and beauty shall be engraved in the memories of all who oppose us.
Something about this fight is troubling. What? I can't say. I can only wait and see.
You think that just having a lot of boats is going to save you? Take this! You don't stand a chance fighting against Wu, especially on the water.
So, you're next! This is an exciting battle? Fine. Cao, let us finish this.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Crush you! The gods have answered us. Thank you all for aid.
Cannot be stopped.
This one is heroic. I guess I need to pick up more This is not the end. I shall return to finish this later.
My ambition cannot be stopped. The armies of Wu were nothing to fear. Let us celebrate our victory. I seek the future. None shall stop.
Lord Cao, we won. We really showed them.
Yes, but Liu Bei and Sun Quan still live. Until they are both destroyed, chaos still rules.
Maybe so, but you are still one step closer to gaining total control, my lord.
Total control? Shuju, what if you controlled the land? All of it. I envision a world filled with possibilities for future generations. There is no reason that the one who wears the mantle of conqueror must also be the one to control the land.
Though the Battle of Chi was won, it did not result in a halt to the war. Instead, the land entered into the Three Kingdoms period, with the three great generals Cao, Sun Quan, and Liu Bei each holding ground. Rumors that Cao would demand the abdication of the emperor sent ripples through Wei. But as if to laugh that off, he instead crowned himself merely the King of Wei. Turning his attention toward Liu Bei, who was attacking from Yi Province, he advanced his forces toward Mount Dingjun.
Welcome. We had thought that it was your wish to sit upon our throne. We have prepared ourselves for that. Cao Cao, tell me, why do you not desire our throne? So many have.
I have never desired the glory of the Imperial throne. I fought to forge a new path, one that will spread throughout the land. And this path will serve as a banner, one to guide all the people in their time of need. Even my death cannot prevent all this from happening. When I'm merely dust, this great vision of mine will go on.
So you would build a new way. Such a thing is unthinkable. Truly, Cao Cao, you are a man to be feared.
All noted by such a display.
My ambition cannot be stopped. None can stand against you!
We cannot work together. One of us must fall. For truth!
I hereby claim this space as my own.
I cannot lose to you.
My ambition cannot be stopped. Liu Bei is pulling out of Hanzhong now. We have claimed victory. I seek the peace. None shall stop. So, Liu Bei, you will not be defeated so easily, will you? My son, I will leave Hanzhong in your care for now. I cannot stay. I shall finish the battle against Wu.
I understand. Don't worry, Father. I know that even alone I can cut down this rootless wanderer.
Don't misjudge him. Your foe is much more than a rootless wanderer. In fact, Liu Bei is more like a quickly growing weed that has been planted in the hearts of the people.
I see. In either case, calling himself the King of Hanzhong was clever.
Yes. He seeks to gain control over Hanzhong. Then he'll gain the hopes and hearts of the people. That is something we must prevent from happening at all costs. Good luck, my son.
It was a desperate battle, but Cao Cao succeeded in driving Liu Bei off Mount Dingjun. However, Shu under Liu Bei and Wu under Sun Quan continued their resistance. Although recent developments favored Cao Cao, the three-way stalemate continued. It was under these circumstances that Zhou Fang, a general of Wu, offered to surrender. The chances were high that it was some inventive scheme, but Cao Cao judged this to be a grand opportunity. Commanding the army himself, he turned toward Shi Ting to deal a crushing blow to Wu.
I beg your forgiveness, Lord Cao Cao. We could not fulfill your trust and take Wu as you ordered us to. And now you have been forced to come out here to cover for our mistake.
There is no need for such talk. I never expected Wu to allow itself to be taken easily. Red, it has been some time since you began to call me Lord, has it not?
It is true we are of the same blood, but we must maintain the proper bounds of Lord and vassal.
I would have this chaotic world end, that we might once more sit at a table and share a drink together.
I am honored by your words, Lord. To make that day come faster, I shall steel my heart and do what I must do.
Let us go! We will show Wu the meaning of fear!
A true warrior indeed! With our honor across the land!
We cannot afford to keep this up. This is the deciding battle? Cao Cao! Let us finish this!
Sun Quan was beaten at Shiting, and beginning with Jiangdong, Wu's entire sphere of influence came under the rule of Cao Cao. Liu Bei's obstinate resistance against Cao Cao left him the only remaining enemy. The end of the war was coming into view. Liu Bei marched his army over the mountains, crossing Hanzhong in order to recapture the imperial capital Luoyang. Opposing him, Cao Cao deployed his forces on the plains of Wuzhang and headed off the enemy in great form. Now, these two champions entered battle to settle things once and for all.
To think that Liu Bei would be the final obstacle to our victory.
No. That it's he who stands in the way of my final conquest seems fitting somehow.
Is that because he speaks of charity, and people are drawn to fight for him? But you must know, cousin, people will always be drawn to those who shine so brightly. It's logical only the talented should govern. But most people trust their feelings.
Let them have their feelings. After all, it is feelings that make life worth living. However, Those imprisoned by their feelings and the past will miss the future. This land must find a pathway out of the past, so it will never again suffer through years of chaos. I will do it. My vision shall change the land.
Release! The glory of Shu and the plans of our Prime Minister! Let our arrows pierce way and all who follow it! Split up the men! We'll hit the enemy archers from both sides! They seem to be reading our every move!
My ambition cannot be stopped. We do not have what it would take to change the world.
People all grow without the changing clothes.
It is that which fights chaos. Blind are the only way.
Now is the time. Have the reserve troops attack the enemy main camp.
I have come for your head!
Ambition cannot be stopped. I hereby claim this place as my own.
Cao Cao, what do you truly seek?
My ambition cannot be stopped. Behold, Liu Bei. I shall guide the land where it must go. Everybody, the land has long been theirs, but we have freed it. Victory is ours. I seek the future. None shall stop me. And now, I have given commands to those who will guide this land into its glorious future. There is still one portion undone. If I remain in the land, both nobles and commoners alike will look to me for guidance in governing. As in the past, when they looked to the Emperor. And so, the last thing in this new land of mine that must be gotten rid of is me. I have walked the path of the conqueror. The time has come. to walk the path of the heavens.